What's up, guys? It's Jack, back with more content, and today I want to talk about one of the most important things for your health, one of the most important things for your whole life, and something that I've mentioned in videos in, I would say, a negative tone. I mentioned sleep before, and I don't know why I mentioned it in a negative tone, but I remember it was along the lines of, if you get bad sleep, you should still have no excuses to go out and do the work. And I still agree with that statement wholeheartedly. If you go out there, you maybe have a bad night of sleep, 2 bad nights of sleep, still wake up and do the work. Still wake up and do the things you know you need to do. But I do agree with the fact that sleep is one of the most important things for your health, for your life, and for everything. If you sleep well, if you start sleeping better, you're gonna feel 10 times better. When I am on bad sleep, I feel more empty. I feel like I can express myself less. I can't have as much fun moments. I'm just sitting there, I'm tired all day, I'm spaced out, I'm zoning out. It's not a fun experience ever when I have bad sleep. I've had bad sleep for a while now, and I'm trying to figure that out. And I'm obviously not always, as I said, emotionalist or stuff like that. But I mean when I get really, really bad sleep. And it just it fucks with your mind. You don't feel rested, you don't feel ready for the day, you don't feel ready to, as you say, don't show emotions as a man, you don't feel ready to show even happiness. You don't show anything throughout the day. You just sit there, you're sitting there and you're just tired. You can't function properly when you're on bad sleep. But I also don't want you to use that as an excuse. So if you watch this video and you're like, oh, well, and maybe tomorrow you get a bad night of sleep, don't use that as an excuse. Still go out there, still do the work, still interact, still try to improve your life in many different ways, even when you're on bad sleep. But the importance of sleep is, there's so much scientific studies that I won't even look into, but there's so much scientific studies, there's so much different things that I haven't looked into, I haven't looked into. And there's some that I have looked into, I just probably forgot or it passed my brain. But there's so much scientific studies on focus, on physical ability, on cognitive ability, on everything that you can think of in your life that allows you to function. Sleep is incredibly important. Sleep is allowing our body to drift into this unconscious state where we're able to rest and allow our muscles to recover, allow our brain to recover from the day, to process what happened through the day. Think about it. If you don't allow your body to recover from your workouts, your body to recover from your different things that you're doing throughout the day that are physical activity, if you don't allow your mind to have that unconscious time to process what happens, you're going to process things worse, and you're going to go through life feeling physically worse as well, because you're not allowing your body time to recover from things that you do, and you're not allowing your mind time to process things that are going on. And this is something that I believe is a huge problem nowadays. You see people, especially in school, who they have to wake up so early. So the kids aren't getting their adequate number of sleep, which is literally they need 10 hours of sleep. And they go through life, they're less focused. You can see it on a lot of the tones of their faces. They just look sad, they look depressed, they don't look happy. And that's due to a lot of different factors, but I believe sleep is one of the most important factors with that. And it's so incredibly important for our health, for our life, for everything. And if you're not getting good sleep, you're gonna feel worse. You're just gonna feel like shit overall. So you have to get that good sleep. It's you have to get to that point, because you will see so much more success. You'll be more focused. You'll be more you'll feel motivated. And obviously, you don't always need to feel motivated to get something going and to go do a workout, but it helps a lot. You're going to that workout, you're ready, you're bam, yeah, feeling it today. It's a whole different experience. And life is a whole different experience when you're actually sleeping well and you're keeping good sleeping habits. It's one of the most important things for everything that you want in life. And yeah, you should add some more things, give yourself more time to sleep. Add some more things that will help your sleep. Look up different studies. One of the most important things for your sleep is you wake up and you straight away try to get sunlight into your eyes, because that sets the circadian rhythm of the body. The eyes have sensors, and those sensors, when they sense the sunlight, or any light really, but sunlight is really important because they have Sunlight is a different kind of light that hits your eye differently, that wakes you up. It's a biological thing. And when that light hits your eyes, it sets your circadian rhythm in your body. And then your circadian rhythm sets when you get tired. So if you want to get tired at the time you want to go to sleep, so let's say it's like 9 and you wake up at 6, well, as soon as you get up at 6, you want to go out and get sunlight, like within the first 5 minutes. If there's not sunlight yet, get sunlight as soon as the sun comes up, and it will just be incredibly good for your health, incredibly good for your body. And at the start of the day, and this is if you can, obviously with kids going to school early in the day, you can't really wake up and work out, but working out in the earlier of the day is also very good for your health because it allows your body to kind of like ramp up instead of like doing a workout late at night where you're like ramping up for no reason and then you're trying to fall asleep. As you're falling asleep, you probably have heard of no blue light for the last hour or last 90 minutes. I agree with that, but it's very tough, especially for the new generation, and especially since most of my work is done like on my phone. If I want to get any work done late at night or done on a laptop, I do have to look at blue light. So I'm going to try to work on that, but it's really tough. Another thing that's also really tough is overhead lights, like finding a way to use less overhead lights at night, because that's what they're really used for. And it's just, it sucks because like I want to use like the overhead lights so I can see, but those overhead lights do like keep you up and don't allow the chemicals in your body that help sleep, like help you sleep. One of the apps I got is Sleep Cycle. It's a great app to check your sleep, and you'll start to realize that when you're in bed for 6 hours, you're not actually getting 6 hours of sleep. You're getting maybe 5 or 4. And this is something a lot of people don't understand. Our body wakes up a lot throughout the night. Our body wakes up a lot through the night. It takes us a decent amount of time to fall asleep. And the problem with that is we think we're getting 8 hours or 9 hours or 10 hours when we go to bed. If you're going to bed for 9 hours, you're probably getting 8 to 8.5 hours of sleep. That's the real reality of life. Like, our body takes a while to go to sleep and it wakes up throughout the night. So whatever sleep you think you're getting, whatever sleep you're like, oh, well, I at least get 6 hours through night, you're probably getting 5 or 4. And especially if your sleep habits are bad, you're probably getting 4. Like, my sleep habits are semi-good, and I'm still taking an hour to fall asleep, and like there's an hour in the night where I'm not asleep. I don't know if it's an hour to fall asleep, maybe it's like 20 minutes to fall asleep, and then I wake up throughout the night and I don't even realize it. You don't realize it. It's not something that you consciously do. You're like, oh, well, I don't wake up throughout my sleep. You do. Everyone does. And Sleep Cycle, I'm not sponsored, by the way, but Sleep Cycle tracks your breathing and movements, and it's a pretty cool app. But basically, you have to be conscious of these things, and you have to put more time into your sleep than you think. People are like, oh, I'm going to go to bed at 9, wake up at 6. You're only giving yourself 9 hours, which is maybe giving you 8 to 7 hours and a half of sleep. Like, that's not bad at all. That's not a bad number of sleep. But especially if you're a kid, us kids need 10 hours of sleep. So we're technically supposed to give ourselves 12 hours to 11 hours in the bed. Insane. I want to get there someday, but like, it's insane. With the amount of workload, without like wanting to do stuff after school, I'm not going to bed at 7:30. I mean, maybe I'll start doing that, but I think I might just stick to 10 at most, maybe 11. Like, I don't know. I mean, it's something I've definitely thought about, but I don't know. And one thing is too, you have to figure out also that different people have different sleep genetically, like they need more sleep or need less sleep. So I don't know how to test that. Honestly, I haven't ever tested that. And I think I need genetically less sleep because I'll attempt to get my body to sleep more and I'll just wake up early for no reason. So maybe I'm different, or maybe I'm just like have bad sleep habits and that's why I'm waking up early still. I don't know. But you have to be conscious of your sleep. Sleep is very important for everything that you want in your self-improvement journey, everything that you want in your life. Sleep is just like, it's so important. It's amazing. Try to work on your sleep and you're going to feel a lot better going throughout life. Adios, guys. This was Jack. If you're watching this at night, go to sleep.